All right, you want to let him go? No, I'm good. I'll get video releasing him. Back to the briars. Good morning, everybody. I am out with Dad, headed out on our next trip of the year. We are headed down to South Georgia today, maybe a little bit tomorrow, and then we are going up to South Carolina for a couple days. So we're going to be bouncing around the Atlantic coast, but today we're going to try to stop at some flip spots and flip some tin and hopefully see some snakes. Oh, coach whip. There's a coach whip. He was sitting out. Huh? He's under this tin. It's big and pretty. Oh, king! Oh, yeah. All right. You're good. All right, coach whip should be under here. Unless there's a hole. Which there might be. Oh, here he is. I got him. Holy, he's huge. Jesus. Beautiful. No wonder he took so long to catch. He's 8 feet long. Pretty small. All right, well, there's Dad with our first 2 finds of the trip. We have giant 6.5, 7 foot coach whip. That thing could be pushing 7. It is about a foot longer than I am tall. And then a big king snake right next door. All right, well, this is a really good looking king to start the trip. Nice wide chains, kind of a mixture of the ring king and the chain king look. See, that chain is not quite complete, but then the next chain over is complete. Very good looking snake, just finally starting to go into his first shed of the year. Solid black belly on this guy, not a single bar going across. And here's what's probably the more impressive of the 2 snakes, honestly, a big, beautiful coach whip. You know this guy's got to be pretty big if he's hanging out with an adult king snake. And sure enough, this thing is approaching 6.5, 7 feet in length, which is probably not a terribly uncommon length for coach whips to reach. However, it's not often you get your hands on the big ones because a lot of the times you see them zipping across the road, or they're just so quick to escape into a hole or something because they are such intelligent, aware snakes. But this is gorgeous. Lovely light background color, almost completely white in places. And then the tan head, as you tend to get when we start heading towards the coast. But fantastic 2 snakes at this next stop. We're gonna put them back and try to keep the train rolling. Really, really good quick start to the trip though. Can't complain about that. All right, guys, here you go. Mr. King Snake first, since he's the one that keeps biting me. I'm guessing he'll go under right there, and then we'll put the coach here. So cool. What a good stop. This little ditch right here where the coach whip and king snake were is just loaded with toad tadpoles. I'm assuming these are southern toad. One of those sheets should have had something. Oh, Scarlet King. Look at that. Nice. That's cool.
Very nice.
That was such a cool flip. Deflated equipment tires of some sort. I have no idea. But inside the folds was a nice little Scarlet King. Something we're definitely hoping to see a couple of on this trip. So since he is deep in shed, I probably won't photograph him, but definitely a cool flip to see him pop out of that layer. I'll just get a quick cell phone shot of this guy and let him go. All right, buddy, here you go. And the roadside ditches down here are full of stuff. You got a bullfrog who's drunk. Look at this thing go.
Fish food for days.
He's swimming. These puddles are just full of swimming caterpillars. Look at them flicking around. The caterpillar situation is really out of control. Look at this. All right, everyone. Well, it's been a pretty good day of flipping so far, but my legs are ready to do some hiking. So we're gonna hike around here at the end of the day and hopefully see some stuff in habitat. But if not, it's already been a pretty good day. So we'll see what we can get into on foot. Well, that's cool. There's a pair of mating racers right here. We're gonna try to keep our distance and not scare them. A very neat behavioral observation. All right, Dad just log flipped a baby Coachwhip, our second one of the day. Look at that. He came up inside it. Oh, came out grumpy too. Whoa. He's fiery.
Wow, how
very pretty.
How pretty. That's gorgeous.
Well, that is a kind of interesting size class of Coachwhip. Last year's baby, but he's got a little bit of size on him. And around here, they don't actually get the black head for the most part, like that one we saw earlier today. So there's a good chance he's going to look more or less like that as an adult. Very nice. This has been a fairly snaky little hike so far. Just common diurnal stuff, but snakes nonetheless. 2 racers mating and this beautiful little last year's baby Coachwhip under a log. All right, guys, well, it's been a pretty productive first day of the trip, but I do think we're going to be running out of light here soon, and we have a big day planned tomorrow. So I'm going to wrap today up here, and I will see you all in the morning. All right, Daniel's got our first snake of the day. Nabbed a nice racer here. Guys, looks like he's about to shed. He's got a little bit of, he might be ready to shed.
Yeah.
Very cool. I'm assuming those are going to be pretty common out here, though. Well, there we go. That did not take long. I'm told that we're likely to see a couple of these today, but there we go. Big diamondback, second snake of the day. A little bit of attitude. Still very cool this morning, so we'll leave that guy alone. On to the next one. All right, diamondback number 2 is in this hole. You can barely see him in there. That was very quick. 2 diamondbacks. There is number 3. Very nice. This guy was tucked in that stuff. Daniel, once again, is nailing the spots today.
Watch it, you're about to get struck at.
Yeah. Very nice. We'll get a quick photo and leave him to it. All right, bud, back to your thicket. It's crazy how they can just sit up on this, what's basically grass. And there's number 4 right out in the open. Look at that. So well camouflaged in this grass. Look at that. No rattle at all. All right, I went to flip this board and did not see diamondback number 5. All right, there's diamondback number 5 that buzzed me from the bush. Another tiny one, very dark. Looks like it's going into shed. All right, we're on rooftop duty, watching the road for diamondbacks or kingsnakes. All right, that's number 6. It's pretty. That's probably the prettiest one yet. It was just on the road?
He was actually right in the edge of the briars.
Man, 6 diamondbacks so far today, and it's not even noon. That's nuts. What a snake. Yeah, it's got a good string.
They always like, when they start beelining for the bush too, they move quicker than you give them credit for. Right in there.
All right, you want to let him go? No, I'm good. I'll get video of you releasing him. Back to the briars. Very peacefully all of a sudden.
I think it's confusion.
Like, why did he mess with me and then let me go? All right, Daniel just spotted number 7 out the window. Just sitting in the shade right here. All right, we're gonna leave this guy right here in his goofy pose. I can't tell how fresh, I mean, it's not old because they don't last super long. There's a big diamondback shed. I'd say it's probably at least a day or 2 though, because it's dry. There we go. Finally something we can get our hands on.
Turning like an alligator.
Nice.
Here we go.
Pretty yellow rat.
Come on, buddy.
It's actually really cool to see an actual yellow rat snake in Georgia because they really only occur In coastal areas like this, you get a lot of gray rat snake influence further inland, but that is a gorgeous snake. Hello. Very, very pretty. All right, you good to release?
Yep. Beautiful.
Here you go, dude.
Get the video.
Now he's just chill. Oh. He went up a little bit. He's going straight up. That's awesome. All right, Diamondback number 8. The smallest one yet. Look at that. So this is last year's baby. Very cool to see Diamondbacks of all ages today. And 8 of them, no less. Get this guy out of the road and keep moving. I think I can get it. All right. It does have a black head. That's so weird. First coach whip of the day. This is the first coach whip we've seen today, right?
Yes. Dark.
Yeah, darker than I was expecting. All right, this guy's deep in shed, so we're probably gonna leave him right there, but very nice to add one to the day. We had a couple yesterday, but surprisingly, that's the first one we've seen here. Yeah, here's another coach whip. This one is also just kind of starting to go into shed. Very nice. Look at that. This piece of tin with nothing but sand under it. Very cool. And that coach whip was the last snake seen on a very fantastic day of South Georgia snake hunting. Stay tuned for the next leg of the trip where we visit one of my favorite states, South Carolina, in search of more snakes. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all in the next episode.